Hi guys, this is Compound Interest Stock Guy today, and today we're going to talk about goals for things I'd like to buy in 2019 if I do very good in the stock market and in my other career things that I do in my life. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you dislike the video. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment and information about things. So today, we're just going to look at things that I would like to buy if I do really good. So the first thing is this gold chain. This is from rajjewels.com, and the reason why I like buying, I haven't bought any gold from this place, but the reason why I would over buying it in, say, People's is because when you get 22 karat gold, you're getting it for cheaper than you're getting 14 or 10 karat gold a lot of the time at People's Jewelry. I mean, here's a 24 inch. Let's look at the dimensions. I'm just gonna have to zoom out. Going on. So you're getting 32.8 grams for $1,713, okay? And this is 22 karat, and it's 3.75 millimeter, and it's for her or him. And so this is 22 karat, so that means it's about 95% pure gold. So if the spot price, this is in US dollars as well. So if there's about 31 grams in an ounce, and an ounce of 99.99 gold goes for around $1,300 if you're gonna buy a bar. Or a coin, it's somewhere around that range, maybe $13.30. So you're only paying $400 for it to be 5% less than that gold, and then it's a jewelry item that you can wear whenever you like, all the time, whatever the case. I mean, it's a stylish jewelry item that you can wear for ages, right? It's not something that some bracelet you'd buy tomorrow and then you might wear it once or twice. I mean, gold never goes out of fashion. So, and I like the style of these too. It's got a nice lobster clasp. So yeah, so you're only paying $400 more. So now if we were to look at People's, we're going to look at similar amount of grams, and then we're going to look at the price difference. So gold is very dense too, so when they put in copper or other things like that, it can weigh a lot without being a lot in gold. So this is a 10 karat gold chain. I'm trying to look for something similar. Okay, here it goes. Okay, so it gets to, let's look at this, 14 karat gold and 4.4 millimeters. it doesn't look like it tells me the amount of gold in here, but generally speaking, I know you can buy stuff. I bought a silver chain from People's, and it was a silver chain, and I paid about $300 for it. And if I was to sell that same for scrap silver, it would be worth about like $30. So you pay 10 times more. Now silver, that's generally how it is. The silver, you pay a lot more of a premium for the jewelry than how much it is in spot versus gold. But at the same time, you pay a lot in margins. And I don't think this has got a lot of. This is probably, in my guess, it's probably about 10 to 15 grams, and you're paying I think it was like $1,000, yeah, $1,100, okay, and this is just till February 12th. They know it's way expensive, that's why they had to drop it so much. It was $24.99, so you gotta pay, you can generally pay $24.99, and that would be less grams of gold and less purity. 14K is around 58% purity, and 22 karat is 95% purity. So yeah, I mean, that's why I will not buy from People's. I'd rather buy from these Indian stores. There's another one called Seraph, and they do 18 karat gold. They have some nice jewelry as well. I generally think that curved link is pretty nice, and you get it, it's pretty wide, whereas if you're getting a cable style, it's not going to be as wide because there's a gap in the middle, so you're going to pay a lot more for that cable for every millimeter versus a curved link. So if you look at here, I don't want 14 karat, I want 18 karat. I mean, it all depends on the style that you want to get, right? I mean, maybe none of these styles you really like, so maybe you want to buy it at People's. I'm not sure what your style is, but I would rather buy it here. So you can get a 24-inch 3mm for $717 US, or yeah, 24-inch 5mm for $15.20. So 18 carats generally it's at 75% purity of gold, so it's better than 10 karat or 14 karat, but it's not the same purity as 22 karat. You generally don't want to buy for jewelry that's like, say, rings or things that you're gonna be using like your hands a lot, and it's gonna deform the material because it is a soft metal. But if it's on a chain and you're not getting into fist fights, I mean, generally speaking, it won't be a problem that it's 22 karat, I wouldn't think, unless you're getting into some serious scraps. I mean, I think they can handle a lot of strength if they're in a decent size. So you get 5mm for $15.20, and you could probably buy, if you're gonna get a 5mm 10 karat at People's, you're paying probably like $1,500, $2,000. So why not get 18 karat and then get the same, and you're gonna get maybe more grams because gold is very dense. So that's how they're just packing in. It's just filler that what they put into 10 karat and 14 karat. I want the real stuff, right? Okay, so enough about gold. That is something that I want to have. I think it would be awesome to help me with my fashion look. And this is another thing that I would want as well. See, the Lexus IS 250. So this is around 200 horsepower. It's leather seats. It's all-wheel drive. This one, they have all-wheel drives. Not all of them. They have rear-wheel drives as well. But I think it's a pretty nice looking car. It's Lexus. It's made by Toyota because Lexus is owned by Toyota. It's got paddle shifters. It's got a nice surround sound. I mean, I could update it and make it even more pumped out. And yeah, I mean, I think it's got a lot of room in there. So yeah, they're black leather seats. So this would go for $17,000. I mean, I'm not gonna pay $17,000 if I'm gonna buy it, but that's what they're asking. 106,000 kilometers. So I think these kind of cars can last a good 250 to 300,000 kilometers. I mean, Toyota's, their cars last the test of time, right? So if I got 150,000 kilometers on it, and you know it's gonna be my car, and then I can sell it maybe for, it's still gonna be worth something. And when I get it up to 250,000, because people ride these cars to 400,000 kilometers. I mean, they don't have crazy expenses that you'd have with a Mercedes or a Jaguar or an Audi when they get old. So yeah, the IS350 is even better, and that's about 300 horsepower, and it's a similar look. It's a little more tough looking, but they're a little more expensive. So I don't know if I would pay more for the 350. And generally it's hard to find the all-wheel drive ones, and that's what I would want to get if I'm getting a Lexus IS 250, because I'll be driving in the winter weather and I want all-wheel drive. And I got heated power leather front seats, and they're a 2.5 liter V6. So yeah, all right. So enough about my my future dream car. Here's another. This is like a Gangster 2.0 jacket. So I hear that Belstaff, they make some of the best leather jackets for most popular. I think they look pretty nice. I mean, I wouldn't have it that tight of a look on me. I know that's kind of a thing with fashion. They want it to be all tight, but I don't want a tight jacket. I want it to be a little loose, just feel a little bit baggy. Not super baggy, but a little bit. And these are pretty expensive. They're $1,700 in US dollars. But I mean, with the leather jacket, is something you buy, and you can add. There's some like leather cleaner stuff that kind of like makes it shine out. So I mean, these things are gonna look good after 5 years, whereas if you get, say, some jackets, they're not going to be in very good condition in 5 years, but leather handles extremely well, and I think it's very durable for handling, you know, the look of it. Sometimes you can get some rips in leather, but for the most case, I mean, you get a leather jacket, you can wear that baby for 10 years, and you know, so if you spend $1,700 and you wear it for 10 years, you're paying $170 per year. So then it doesn't make it so expensive. And yeah, I'm not sure if I would want to get that style. I just want to get a leather jacket. I don't really want to get a biker jacket because I'm not a biker, but at least not yet. I'm not a biker yet. Maybe one day. But yeah, these are the type of styles. Like, I think that's pretty nice, and that. Those are. I think if I'm an older gentleman, somewhere like in my 40s or 50s, and maybe I'd buy something like that just to show some I don't know, some dominance, I guess. Just 'cause it's so long, I guess, make me look dominant maybe. And then yeah, so Outlaw Jacket, Gangster 2.0, that's the one I was just looking at. Clinshaw Bomber Jacket, and this McLaren one looks pretty nice. I mean, then you want to get, these shoes are probably like 800 bucks. I mean, you go to Nordstrom and there's so many pairs of shoes that you can pay 800 bucks. So then you gotta get your $800 pair of shoes, right? But anyways, it's nice to dream. I mean, I could put this on my credit card tomorrow, but I don't really want to pay for that, right? So I'm not gonna buy it right now. But if I do very well in the stock market and my career in 2019, then I will be buying these purchases one at a time, just building up what I want to have for my styling and just my lifestyle. I mean, I could save that money to buy a house, but I just personally don't really want to own a house right now, because then you have to take care of it and there's all these different responsibilities owning a house. I mean, maybe if I did really good in 2019, then maybe I would look at it. But yeah, so I'd rather just buy these things and build my wealth with cash. And then maybe when the real estate starts going down a lot in a few years, then maybe start hawking up on all this stuff. So another thing that I'd like to do is I like to go on a birding trip. And I love wildlife, so if I could go to Costa Rica and see some parrot, I mean, that's a nice looking parrot. And there's this spider monkey that I could see at Corcovado National Park. Jaguar would be pretty rare to see, but I'd like to see one of these three-toed sloths, and you can see them at the Manuel Antonio National Park. And yeah, and you can see it in Puerto Bahio. So that's pretty cool. It's a sloth sanctuary and a blue morpho butterfly. I mean, there's some people that are really into butterflies, but I'm not really that into butterflies. And I'd like to see one of these turtles as well, a sea turtle. I've seen a sea turtle before, actually, in Australia. So that'd be pretty cool. And whales and dolphins. So there's humpback whales, and then there's these dolphins in Costa Rica. That'd be really cool to see some dolphins. I've seen dolphins before, but I mean, I have a good camera. It's a Panasonic Micro Four Thirds camera and 100 to 300 millimeter f4 f5.6, and I mean, if I could take some awesome pictures of these dolphins, I would remember that for my lifetime. So that'd be really cool. And this is the whole island of Costa Rica. I'm not sure if I'd go to Costa Rica, but it's just something where I thought about, because I like to dream and work towards things that will improve my lifestyle. So this is what I do, and then if I have these hopes and these wishes, then it gives me some motivation to try to achieve them. So that's what I want to do in 2019. I want to be very successful in my investments. I want to do very good with option trading, and I want to do very good with my investments, my warrants. I want to do good with my shares. I mean, a lot of it has to do with luck too, and how the market's gonna work out. But you know, I'm crossing my fingers, and I do my due diligence on anything I own. I do my due diligence on. I don't just buy it. There's a reason to my madness. I mean, whether I'm buying up a gold stock or a uranium stock, it's because I believe in the fundamentals of that sector. I believe that gold's gonna go higher, or I believe uranium's gonna go higher, or I like the likelihood of it going higher. So that's where I'm gonna park my cash, because it'll be at a low, or for certain marijuana stocks that I think are really low. And then, so that's the reason to my madness. But I mean, I'm not gonna go into depth about my stocks on this video, but in my other videos I will talk. You can scroll through the channel, and you can find lots of videos where I talk about different stocks and commodities and all that stuff. to get you to learn about these industries that people can make money on if they're in at the right time. So I mean, it's always patience to get to where you want to, but I believe in my future. So, and I like to give myself motivation. So if I can look at having all these things, and this will make me feel good because I buy these things with my own money, and I worked hard for them, and these are things that they'll be with me for a long time. You know, when you go on a vacation, you don't just enjoy the vacation. It's something you bring away from the vacation. You learn. You have a different outlook on life. So I mean, that's the thing I want to do, because that's gonna make my life richer. I mean, I'm not gonna spend all my money on vacations or buying a leather jacket or a gold chain or a car. But these are things that I want to upgrade, and yeah, I mean, there's some people that they have a family, so maybe they buy a car for their wife, or you know, so they got these payments. But for myself, I don't have. I'm single and I don't have kids, so anything that, if I make my money, anything that I want to buy, or if I want to save my money and invest or do anything like that, it's all up to me. I make all my decisions, so I get to decide where my life's heading, and yeah, I have to live with the consequences when I'm wrong as well. But anyways, I hope you enjoy this video, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up, and if you dislike it, give me a thumbs down, and subscribe for future entertainment and information on the stock market and financials. And sometimes I'll have videos that are similar to this, talking about my hopes and my dreams, and how I do it, how I want to motivate myself so I can make my life richer. It's not all about money, it's about making your life richer. I mean, I could buy a Mercedes maybe, and put a down payment on it and have payments maybe if I made a lot of money, but that's one purchase, and then I won't be able to enjoy the other purchases. So I'd rather diversify my investments from my lifestyle. So yeah, I mean, that's what I want to do about it. So anyways, enough said. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, peace.